There is a specific vibration in the air right now, a frequency that suggests the waiting room of your life is about to close and the door to the throne room is swinging open. You have clicked on this video not by accident, not by an algorithm's random choice, but because your spirit sensed a shift before your mind could comprehend it. We are talking about a divine deposit. We are talking about a 60-second window of spiritual alignment where the scales of justice, which have been tipped against you for so long, are finally balancing out. This is not just about hope. This is about a tangible arrival of resources, restoration, and vindication. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share regarding the person who walked away and the financial breakthrough that is tied to your emotional release is going to unlock the very thing you have been crying out for in the midnight hour. Listen closely. Can you feel it? Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. It is subtle, like the change in barometric pressure before a summer rain. You might be looking at your bank account, and it says one thing. You might be looking at an empty side of the bed or a phone that hasn't rung, and it says another. But the spiritual realm does not consult your current reality to determine your future destiny. Right now, a significant shift is occurring. It is a divinely orchestrated alignment. Things you thought were stagnant, dead, or buried are being prepared for a resurrection. Even if you do not perceive it with your natural eyes, know that heaven is meticulously weaving together circumstances for your good. The silence you have been enduring was not a denial. It was a dark room where the picture of your future was developing. Let's talk about the specific person who is on your heart. You know who I mean. You don't have to say their name out loud. Your soul knows. There is a person who misunderstood you, someone who perhaps walked away when you needed them most, or someone who simply could not handle the light you carry. For a long time, you have wondered if they ever think of you. You have wondered if your kindness was just wasted water on a barren desert. But here is the revelation. In the quiet of this very night, someone's heart is being stirred with thoughts of you. This is not a coincidence. It is the Holy Spirit pressing upon their conscience. A person who once walked away is now experiencing a profound realization of your worth. It is happening right now. The memories they tried to dismiss, the moments they tried to bury under distractions or new relationships are surfacing. But they are not surfacing with just guilt. That would be too simple. They are surfacing with a clear, piercing recognition of what they lost. This awakening isn't forced. You didn't have to send a text. You didn't have to post a quote on social media to get their attention. It is a work of grace, softening a heart that was once hardened by pride. The silence you maintained, the integrity you walked in when they betrayed you, has spoken volumes more than any argument ever could. Your silence is now echoing in their soul. Before I go deeper into how this relational restoration ties directly into a financial deposit that is coming your way, I need you to take a step of faith. If you believe that God is working behind the scenes, I want you to like this video and subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you are not just supporting a channel, you are signaling to the universe and to your own psychology that you are open, ready, and expectant. You are marking this moment in time. Now understand the connection between your heart and your harvest. Many people separate their emotional life from their financial life, but spiritually, they are the same flow of energy. When you are stuck in grief or when you are chasing someone who does not value you, you create a blockage in your energetic field. You are telling the universe, I am lacking, and the universe responds with more lack. But because you have started to surrender, because you have stopped chasing and started standing, the flow is opening up. This divine deposit is holistic. It is not just about a relationship coming back. It is about the years that the locusts have eaten being restored to you. The Bible speaks of the restoration of all things. Confusion is giving way to clarity. Truths that were long buried are coming to light. The peace you have been praying for is beginning to manifest, not as a sudden storm that destroys everything in its path, but as a gentle dawn, a dawn that signals the end of the long, dark night. Your season of being overlooked is ending. Think about the times you felt invisible. You did the work, and someone else got the credit. You loved hard, and you were treated like an option. You gave your resources, and you were left empty. That era is over. You are not being called to chase or strive anymore. You are being called to stand and receive. The unfolding is sacred. It is a testament to God's faithfulness. There is a specific mechanism at work here. In psychology, we talk about the reticular activating system, the part of your brain that filters information. When you align your spirit with the expectation of goodness, your brain begins to spot opportunities you previously missed. But spiritually, it goes deeper. It is the law of divine compensation. Every tear you cried was a seed. Every act of kindness you performed when you were hurting was a deposit into a heavenly account. And tonight, the maturity date of that account has arrived. I want to speak to the financial anxiety you might be feeling. For many of you over 35, the pressure is real. You have responsibilities, maybe a mortgage, maybe children, maybe aging parents. The world tells you that you need to hustle harder, grind longer, sleep less. But this message is about a divine deposit. This means it comes from a source outside of your labor. It is the favor of God. It is the money coming that you didn't work for in the traditional sense, but you earned through your spiritual endurance. Imagine this. Within the next few days, an unexpected source of income reveals itself. It might be a check in the mail, a refund you forgot about, a job offer that comes out of nowhere, or a creative idea that is worth millions. This is the God is sending money aspect of the thumbnail you saw. It is real, but it requires a vessel to receive it. If your hands are closed tight in fists of anger or fists of fear, you cannot catch what heaven is dropping. You must open your hands. Let's go back to that person, the one who is realizing your worth. Why now? Why, after all this time? Because you finally let go. There is a spiritual paradox that says what you release returns to you. As long as you were grasping, you were repelling. But the moment you said, God, I trust you with this. I'm okay with or without them. You created a vacuum, and nature abhors a vacuum. That space is now pulling them back. They are remembering your laugh. They are remembering the peace they felt in your presence, a peace they have not found anywhere else. They are realizing that the grass wasn't greener. It was just artificial turf painted green. You were the real thing. However, a warning. When they return, or when this contact happens, you must not operate from your old wounds. You are a new creature. You have evolved. You must discern if they are coming back to drain you again, or if they are coming back to add to you. This divine deposit brings clarity. You will know. You will have a discernment that is sharp as a razor. You won't be confused anymore. I want to challenge you right now. In the comments, I want you to declare your readiness. Right, I am open to my divine deposit. Do not underestimate the power of writing this down. It is a prophetic act. It anchors your intention. Let's dig deeper into the 60 seconds left concept. In the ancient Greek language, there are two words for time, chronos and kairos. Chronos is the ticking clock, the seconds passing by, the aging process, the time that runs out. But kairos is God's time. It is the opportune moment. It is a window in eternity that intersects with your reality. When we say 60 seconds left, we are saying that you are on the precipice of a kairos moment. It is a threshold. You are one decision, one realization, one prayer away from everything changing. Most people live entirely in chronos. They worry about being too old. They worry that they have wasted too much time. They look at their age, 35, 40, 50, 60, and they think their best days are behind them. That is a lie from the pit. In the kingdom, your latter days shall be greater than your former days. The restoration can happen in a moment. God can do in 60 seconds what you could not do in 60 years of striving. The person who is thinking of you right now is experiencing a disruption in their spirit. They might be trying to sleep, but your name keeps coming up. They might be driving, and a song comes on that reminds them of you. This is the divine deposit of memory. God is depositing your image into their mind to bring about resolution. For some of you, this will lead to a reconciliation that is beautiful and ordained. For others, it will lead to an apology that gives you the closure you need to finally move on and meet the person who is actually assigned to your destiny. Either way, you win. And regarding the finances, God is sending money not just so you can be comfortable, but so you can be a conduit. The reason the enemy has attacked your finances so hard is because he knows that you are a giver. He knows that if you have resources, you will bless others. You will support your community. You will help your family. This breakthrough is strategic. The funds that are being released to you are for a purpose. I want you to visualize something with me. Close your eyes for a moment if you can. Imagine a dam, a massive wall of concrete holding back millions of gallons of water. That water represents your blessings, your love life, your financial abundance. For years, obstacles, fears, and the free will of others have built up that dam. But the pressure has been building. Your prayers have been rising like vapor and coming down like rain, filling the reservoir. Now imagine a small crack appearing in the center of that dam. That is what is happening tonight. The structural integrity of the blockage is failing. The breakthrough is imminent. The divine deposit is the water crashing through. It will wash away the debris of the past. It will irrigate the dry fields of your life. Where there was barrenness, there will be bloom. This is why you have felt so emotional lately. Your spirit knows the dam is breaking. You have been feeling the vibrations of the collapse before the water actually hits. There is a scientific concept called entanglement. In quantum physics, particles that have interacted can remain connected even when separated by vast distances. What happens to one affects the other instantly. You and the people you are destined to be with, whether romantic partners, business partners, or soul family, are entangled. You cannot be truly separated in the spirit. The shift you are making right now, the decision to trust and to stand in your worth, is sending a signal down that invisible bond. They feel it. They don't know why they feel it, but they feel a pull. You have to stop checking the phone, though. You have to stop checking the bank account every 5 minutes with anxiety. Anxiety is a prayer for what you do not want. It is faith in the negative. Every time you worry, you are visualizing a negative outcome. You need to flip the script. Use that same imagination to visualize the deposit. See the notification on your phone. See the text message of apology. Feel the relief in your body. The body keeps the score. Many of you are carrying the tension of the waiting season in your shoulders, in your jaw, in your stomach. You have been in fight or flight mode for years. God is saying, be still. The battle is not yours, it is the Lord's. The stillness is the container for the deposit. If you are running around frantically, you are a moving target. Be still so the blessing can land. Let's address the skeptics, or the skeptic voice inside your own head. I've heard this before, it says. I've hoped before and been disappointed. That is a defense mechanism. Your ego is trying to protect you from pain. But cynicism is a ceiling. It puts a cap on what is possible. You have to be brave enough to hope again. You have to be brave enough to believe that this time is different. And why is it different? Because you are different. You are not the same person you were 5 years ago. You have endured the fire. You have been refined. You are gold now, and gold attracts value. The person who walked away left a version of you that no longer exists. If they come back, they are going to meet a king, a queen, someone who knows their worth. They are going to meet someone who requires respect, not just requests it. This shift in your posture is what changes everything. Now, about the 60 seconds left, this is a call to urgency in your prayer life. I don't mean rushing, I mean intensity. The next time you pray, don't just recite words. Speak to the mountain. Jesus said, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move, and it will move. The mountain of debt, the mountain of loneliness, the mountain of regret, speak to it. I command my finances to align with heaven's abundance. I command my relationships to align with divine order. I command my mind to be at peace. When you speak with authority, the atmosphere changes. The angels are waiting for your command. They hearken to the voice of the word. When you speak the word, you give them authorization to operate in your life. This divine deposit is also about wisdom. In the coming days, you are going to get an idea, a solution to a problem that has plagued you. It will seem simple, almost too simple. Do not dismiss it. That is the deposit. It might be an urge to call someone, to apply for something, to go somewhere. Follow the nudge. The Holy Spirit speaks in whispers, not shouts. The shout is usually your fear. The whisper is your guidance. I want to talk to the single parents, the divorcees, the widows, and the ones who feel they missed their chance. You look at others and see them happy and you wonder, when is it my turn? Your turn is being prepared, but you must understand that your story is not a tragedy. It is an epic, and epics have conflict before the triumph. The person coming into your life, whether it is the return of a repentant past love or a brand new divine connection, is going to love you in a way that heals the parts of you that you thought were permanently broken. God is sending money to fund your purpose, not just your bills. When you align with your purpose, the provision follows. If you are chasing money, it runs. If you are chasing purpose, money chases you. This divine deposit is a resource for your assignment. Ask yourself, what would I do if I had unlimited resources? The answer to that question is a clue to your destiny. The 60 seconds is also a metaphor for the final test. The darkest part of the night is right before the dawn. You are in the final stretch. Your muscles are burning, your heart is pounding, and you want to quit. But the finish line is right there. Do not stop now. Do not give up on that person. Do not give up on your financial dream. Do not give up on yourself. We are building a community of believers here who refuse to settle for mediocrity. We are claiming our divine inheritance. If you haven't already, please check if you are subscribed. It's a small click for you, but it's a giant leap for this community. It helps us reach more souls who are lost in the dark. Share this video with someone who is struggling. You might be the angel God uses to deliver their message. Let's return to the specific details of this divine deposit. It involves restitution. In the Bible, when a thief is caught, he has to pay back sevenfold. The enemy has stolen your peace, your time, and your joy. The law of sevenfold restitution is being activated. That means the joy coming to you is 7 times greater than the sorrow you felt. The wealth coming is 7 times greater than the debt you carried. The love coming is 7 times deeper than the loneliness you endured. This person who is realizing your worth, They are beginning to see that you were a rare gem. In a world of costume jewelry, you were a diamond. They didn't have the lighting to see your sparkle before, but God is turning the lights on. They are realizing that no one else has your patience, your understanding, your specific blend of strength and softness. This realization is haunting them in a healthy way. It is driving them to a place of humility. But remember, you are the prize. You are not the consolation prize. You are the grand prize. Act like it, walk like it, talk like it. When you know your value, the world taxes you less. As we approach the end of this message, I want to give you a practical tool. For the next 24 hours, I want you to go on a complaint fast. Do not speak a single negative word about your situation. If a negative thought comes, replace it immediately with, "I am receiving my divine deposit." Watch how the atmosphere in your home changes. Watch how your energy levels rise. You are clearing the runway for the landing. The 60 seconds left is counting down. The portal is open. The angels are dispatched. The person is awakening. The money is moving. The question is, are you ready? Do not let the simplicity of this message fool you. The deepest truths are often the simplest. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. God is love. Therefore, you are connected to the most powerful force in the universe. Nothing can stand against you. I want you to feel the relief washing over you. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to manipulate the outcome. The script has already been written by the author of life, and the next chapter is titled Victory. Imagine the face of the person you miss. Now, instead of looking at them with longing, look at them with love and release. Say, "I bless you, I release you to God." Paradoxically, this is what draws them closer. And imagine your bank account. Instead of looking at it with fear, look at it and say, "Thank you for the abundance that is on its way." Gratitude is the magnet. This shift is real. The symptoms are there, the restlessness, the number synchronicities, seeing 1111, 222, 444, the sudden emotional waves, the feeling that something is about to happen. Trust those symptoms. They are the labor pains of your new life. You are not crazy. You are not making this up. You are discerning the times. As we close this session, I want to pray a quick decree over you. You can receive it by simply saying Amen in your heart or in the comments. I decree that the cycle of lack is broken. I decree that the cycle of rejection is broken. I declare that the divine deposit is landing in my life, spirit, soul, and body. I call forth the restoration of relationships that are ordained by God. I call forth the financial resources needed to fulfill my destiny. I lock in this 60-second window of favor. It is done. It is sealed. It is mine. Now, take a deep breath. Inhale the future. Exhale the past. The shift has happened. Walk in it. Before you go, there is one more secret about how to accelerate this process, a technique that involves the power of your spoken word in the morning. But I will share that in the next video. Make sure your notifications are on so you don't miss the instructions on how to maintain this flow. You are loved, you are seen, you are valuable, and your time has come. The deposit is made. Go and live like it. God bless you. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. If you are here, it is because you felt the shift in the last message, and you are ready for the accelerator I promised. You are ready to stop waiting and start receiving. We established that the divine deposit has been made, but now we must discuss the access code. The secret I hinted at involves the most critical window of time in your entire existence, the first 20 minutes after you wake up. This is not just about having a good morning routine. This is about quantum mechanics and spiritual authority merging to reshape your reality. Most people lose the battle for their life before they even get out of bed. Think about your typical morning. The alarm goes off. What is the first thing you do? For 90% of the population, they reach for their phone. They check emails, texts, the news, or social media. Immediately they are flooding their brain, which is in a highly suggestible state, with the demands, fears, and agendas of the world. They are downloading the stress of yesterday into the clean slate of today. By the time their feet touch the floor, they have already agreed to a narrative of lack, stress, and separation. They have surrendered their authority. But you are going to do something different. You are going to use the first fruit of your lips. There is a spiritual principle that says the first portion governs the whole. If the first portion of your dough is holy, the whole lump is holy. If the first fruits of the harvest are offered, the rest is blessed. This applies to your time and your words. The first words you speak in the morning act as a rudder for the entire ship of your day, and cumulatively, the ship of your life. Let's look at the science for a moment. When you first wake up, your brain waves are transitioning from delta, deep sleep, to theta, and then into alpha. This theta-alpha bridge is what hypnotherapists try to access to reprogram the subconscious mind. In this state, the critical factor, the guard at the gate of your mind that rejects new ideas, is off duty. Your subconscious is wide open. Whatever you drop into it during these first minutes bypasses your doubts and fears and plants itself as a seed of absolute truth. If you wake up and think, "I'm so tired," or "I miss him so much," or "I don't know how I'm going to pay this bill," you are planting seeds of exhaustion, loneliness, and poverty directly into the fertile soil of your subconscious. And the universe, which is a giant mirror, has no choice but to reflect that back to you. Here is the technique for the divine deposit acceleration. For the next 7 days, before you look at a screen, before you talk to anyone, before you even check the time, you are going to command the morning. This phrase comes from the ancient book of Job, where it asks, "Have you commanded the morning since your days began and caused the dawn to know its place?" This implies that the morning does not know what to do until you tell it. The day is waiting for instructions. The moment you gain consciousness, keep your eyes closed for a moment. Visualize the divine deposit we spoke about. See the notification of the money in your account. See the text message or the face of that specific person smiling at you. Hold that image. Then open your mouth and speak. It must be spoken aloud because sound is vibration, and vibration rearranges matter. You're going to say, "I command this day to align with my divine destiny. I accept the restoration that is mine. My joy is non-negotiable, and my resources are overflowing." Why is this so powerful for bringing a specific person back or manifesting wealth? Because when you are in a state of lack or longing, you are emitting a frequency of "I don't have it." That frequency pushes things away. It creates resistance. But when you command the morning with gratitude and authority, you shift your frequency to "I have it." Let's talk about that person you are thinking of. The one who walked away. The one there is silence with. When you wake up with a heavy heart, checking your phone to see if they messaged, you are sending a psychic signal of neediness. In the spiritual realm, neediness repels, confidence attracts. When you start your morning by affirming your own wholeness and the inevitability of your reunion, if it is God's will, you sever the energetic cord of desperation. Paradoxically, this is often the exact moment they feel a sudden urge to reach out. They stop feeling your pull and start feeling your glow. You become a mystery again. You become the prize again. I want to share a quick story about a woman I counseled. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah was stuck in a loop of financial debt and a painful separation from her husband. Every morning, she woke up in panic. Her first thought was, "I'm alone," and her second was, "I'm broke." She was literally rehearsing her nightmare every single day at 6 a.m. We implemented this morning command protocol. Instead of panic, she forced herself, and it takes effort at first, to speak life. She would say, "I am surrounded by love. Money comes to me easily and unexpectedly. For 3 days, nothing happened. She felt silly. But on the 4th day, she woke up and didn't have to force it. She felt a lightness. That afternoon, she received a refund check she had forgotten about, not $1 million, but a sign. 2 days later, her husband, who hadn't spoken to her in 3 months, sent a text. "I woke up thinking about you today. I hope you're good." What happened? Did the world change? No, Sarah changed. She changed her broadcast signal and the world adjusted to match the new program. The divine deposit was always there, hovering in the cloud, waiting for the right password to download. Her morning command was the password. Now, I know some of you are skeptical. You are thinking, "I've tried affirmations and they don't work," and you are right. Affirmations practiced mechanically without emotion are just empty words. The key ingredient is feeling. When you speak these words in the morning, you must generate the emotion of relief. You must feel the relief of the debt being paid before the money arrives. You must feel the warmth of the relationship before the person returns. The Bible calls this faith. Science calls it heart coherence. When your brain, thought, and your heart, emotion are coherent, you create a magnetic field that extends several feet outside your body. You literally become a walking magnet. I want to give you a challenge within this challenge. Tomorrow morning, when you do this, pay attention to the micro miracles. We often look for the lottery win or the wedding proposal, and we miss the small winks from God. Maybe you hit all green lights. Maybe someone buys your coffee. Maybe you find a parking spot right in front. These are not coincidences. These are breadcrumbs. They are the universe telling you you are on the right frequency. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.